interestingly enough, Sony has pretty much been very transparent about what is coming in their show, like in their big press event. They've said that they're specifically going to be focusing on, for first-party stuff, it's going to be Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, and Death Stranding. And it makes it sound like there's not going to be any first-party surprises, but there will be, obviously, third-party and indie stuff. Sean Layton said there will be no hardware stuff, no hardware reveals, so I don't think we should expect like PlayStation 5 announced or anything like that.
No Vita 2.
Yeah. But that being said, they're also they're going to be doing this kind of like advent calendar approach where they're going to be revealing something every day, starting on Wednesday, leading up to their big E3 conference.
Which is the best. This was announced this morning. We always miss the news on this show.
Yeah.
The first time we've had
We're actually on time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, finally.
Yeah,
I always love looking forward to the PlayStation Tuesday news drop.
I
just
know.
because I feel, before I've been on much, I felt bad every time. It'd be like, well, I have to write the story. Like, can we just edit that in? But
Yeah.
yeah, now we actually know.
It's cool. And this is interesting. They're announcing 3 games this week. One is a PSVR game. One of them has PSVR compatibility, and one of them is just a PS4 game. So we have no idea what they are so far.
Yeah, and there's, what is it, a release date for an upcoming Worldwide Studios title.
That's gotta be Days Gone.
Or Dreams.
Yeah.
Or
I think it
Concrete
might be
Genie.
Dreams, but I'm still holding out for the and it's out right now thing, and I'm hoping
Yeah.
that's Dreams.
Oh, and there's
That'd be
also
great.
an eagerly anticipated game comes to PSVR. Whatever that means. That could mean a game that already exists on other VR, but is coming to this. Anyway,
Yeah, is it anticipated for VR or is it anticipated to come out
general?
at all?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's
that's a weird one.
You can go and check that out. That's all on the official Sony channels and everything.
And this will, they actually tweeted out, this will actually be replacing the pre-show that they did last year. So last year, it caught us off guard as we were covering the conference. There was like 5 announcements right before the actual conference.
Wasn't that where they announced Concrete Genie?
I believe, or no, that was PSX. They might have
yeah,
announced
you
it,
might
but
be right.
PSX was where they showed it off.
showed it off.
Yeah. So I think that was PSX. But that was where they did like Undertale on Vita and the PlayLink stuff and things of that nature. So
That's like the quickest way to bury an announcement.
Yeah.
Put it right before, hey, here's, like Last of Us 2 or whatever.
yeah, it came all in a flurry right before all the big stuff. So this spaces all of that out. So if it's stuff that may have not gotten a spotlight, it's nice that things will actually this time around.
Yeah, and this is following kind of a pattern we've seen across really the industry is the kind of having more lead time with announcements. Like obviously some of these came from, like leaks, like Rage 2 leaked and then got subsequently a trailer, and then we got
Assassin's Creed leaked.
it was a keychain this time. The keychain was the culprit. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then there's I don't know. There's a whole like press event for Pokemon stuff to be like, hey, this is on the way, which is cool because obviously E3 is becoming a public event for fans. So if you're trying to plan your show trip, like that gives you an idea of what you want to go check out, as opposed to it being this sudden sort of reveal surprise.
My theory is everyone just wants less work during E3.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't
Me
know.
too.
I mean,
It is a busy week, but
It's also, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
I was just going to say it also helps in terms of each game getting its own spotlight, like rather than everything being buried on one single day.
I agree with that.
Each game gets to have their at least 24-hour news cycle. Now it's like 4-hour news cycle, but you still get a little time in the spotlight.
yeah, I mean, in this day and age, like E3 is a pretty stupid event. We have the internet. There could be, every studio could be doing sort of a Nintendo Direct approach where they're like, hey, we have some stuff to announce. That'll happen soon. Like, set your calendars, mark them accordingly, and then they own the news for that week or that day or whatever. Instead, we're still kind of chasing this model where E3 is like, here's the thing that happens in June to announce everything that comes out in November. Go.
I don't think it's going to last that much longer. Like, EA pulled out. Microsoft's booth this year is mostly Mixer rather than Xbox. Activision, I think, have pulled out almost entirely. So it's like, I don't think E3 lasts forever the way that it has been, and that's why it's open to consumers. But to your point, which is what I was going to say earlier, is it's kind of crazy that tickets are so expensive and they don't even know it's going to be there.
Yeah,
People are going to check it out.
I think the ESA, like, I think it's cool that it's open up to fan. I think the ESA did not do a good job of like explaining to anybody what that entails. Whether it's fans or to publishers or to the industry. Like it's a weird. I think it's really cool to have sort of a American component to Gamescom, and PAX obviously has its huge following. Yeah. But like, that you have to adjust to that. You have to plan for it. You can't just be like, hey, we're opening the doors to 70,000 people. Come on in.
Hopefully this year's a little more
yourself at home.
structured, and yeah, of course we'll all be running around like crazy. But come say hi. Our booth is like kind of more open this year, so you can watch us doing dev interviews on the live show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually pretty excited about.
Yeah.
I think we're all doing some of those, so you'll be able to come by our booth in the West Hall. Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's all?
That was just a small snippet of this week's Beyond. For the full episode and lots more, head to IGN.com/watch/Beyond or subscribe to YouTube.com/IGN Beyond today.